Hello everyone, Gaara here and welcome to a brand new episode of Best Design Hearthstone Card. In this episode I want to talk about Blood Reaver Gul'dan, so without further ado let's get right into it. Blood Reaver Gul'dan is a 10 mana Warlock class specific legendary Death Knight late game finisher card. It is a card that got introduced in the most recent expansion, Knights of the Frozen Throne. It is one of the most well balanced 10 mana finisher cards in the game, if not the most balanced one. In my opinion, this is how a 10 mana card should look like. It is incredibly powerful. It is fitting perfectly for the playstyle of Control Warlock or Demon Control Warlock, whatever slower Warlock deck you want to play. And it is extremely powerful, but it gives your opponent some form of counter playability, and you don't just play Solitaire, where I just ultimately play my own game. I don't really care what my opponent does. I play my 10 mana card, I win the game because my opponent can't interact with it. I hate this playstyle. We have a lot of finisher cards like that. Gul'dan is not like that. Why is Gul'dan not like that? Yeah, well, because you resummon demons. Demons do not have death rattle effects. You can do the same pretty much with demons as with the death rattle minions. If you are playing shaman or mage, for instance, you can disable them with the hex, so they cannot be resummoned by the Gul'dan, which is kinda cool. But you can save your big board clears after the Gul'dan comes down to take out all the big demons. So it is pretty much like in the Zov, but it gives your opponent way more interaction with it, which is amazing in my opinion, and this is how it should be. Instead of just resummoning a bunch of minions, you replace your hero power, which is useless for the Control Warlock in the late game because you don't want to just, tap yourself into death. It gives you a very powerful, arguably the best hero power out of all hero powers. Maybe not as powerful as the Quest Warrior hero power, but from the other Death Knights, one of the definitely most powerful ones. I think the Gul'dan is more balanced than the Zov, for instance, because the way how you play Zov is you play him and then you win the game, because it's almost impossible to interact with a full board of powerful Death Rattle minions. That's the whole point behind playing Zov decks. I think that is like too broken and not that well designed in how this whole interaction works. I really prefer the Gul'dan in comparison, because it gives your opponent something that he can do. Another very cool thing about the Gul'dan is that it gives the Control Warlock much needed survivability. After the Reno Jackson rotated out of standard, all Control Warlock versions really lacked some form of survivability / health gain, and the Gul'dan does exactly that. You can summon some defensive minions, like you can get the White Walkers back with the Despicable Dreadlords. It's kind of like a semi-defensive board, comparable to Zov summoning like a bunch of taunt minions. And it gives you some armor, and your hero powers takes out stuff from the board and heals you. So this is very cool and very fitting for the Control Warlock playstyle. As I said before, you don't play Solitaire like with the Quest Mage, you just play your own game plan. You don't try to interact with the board, and you just win because you assemble like 6 cards, which is kind of stupid if you ask me. You definitely care about the state of the board with that late game finisher, and after you play the Gul'dan, you didn't just win the game, you have to carefully choose the spot where you play him. Absolutely love that card. And the last finishing points about him is definitely the class identity. I think it is a finisher card that fits perfectly to the Warlock class. You resummon a bunch of demons. It is just so cool and so fitting. Like when you see that class, you immediately think about Warlock. So I think a very well designed, one of the best designed cards out of the Knights of the Frozen Throne expansion. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as always. I hope to see you guys back on Sunday, where I do my weekly recap. Also make sure to check out my daily streams, link to that is in the description. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and see you guys next time. Peace!